Alright guys, your boy Afro Riot here. In today's motor vlog I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons in doing your own motorcycle services.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Molly Mall.
Yeah, we all love to walk on our bikes, you know, and most of us, there's something that's fucked up. A lot of motorcycle riders just become experts, man, as soon as they buy their bikes, man. They just seem to know everything about a bike, 100%. That's one of our problems, man. We're not professionals. We're touchy, Whenever we're trying to fix something, we seem to think we know everything about it. That's one thing that's funny about bikers, man. So first pro. Let me start with the pros first. First pro is obviously the price. It's a lot cheaper to do the work yourself. Anyone who has dealt with a dealer knows, those assholes will rape you, man. Like they have no shame. Like the prices they try to charge you for something ridiculous is just crazy. One time they tried to charge one of our friends. I mean, he bought a bike brand new. He was trying to replace the tire for his rear tire got fucked up, but he had the warranty on the tire, so they're supposed to replace it for free. So he took it to the dealer, but he didn't tell them he had the warranty while they were replacing it. He took it to them, to have them replace it, and once they replaced the rear tire, they charged him $250 for the tire. that's the price of a set. They charged him $250 for just the rear tire, and that was the tire alone, not including the labor. And then he's like, what the fuck, man, dude? You guys charging me the price of a set of tires, for the rear tire? They're like, what? He's like, what the fuck? They're like, oh, they tried to give him some dumbass reason, and he told them, dude, you know what? I have the warranty. He's like, I have the warranty, so you guys can't even charge me nothing. And he showed them his warranty, whatever. They checked it, and he was good. But I mean, they really tried to get him, man. They really try to get him. I mean, it's ridiculous. So yeah, obviously, try to stay from the dealers as much as you can. I mean, my advice to you is, whenever you get your bike, go to Lowe's or wherever hardware store you got. Go buy yourself a nice set of like tools and shit. I mean, they're not really expensive, For less than $100 you can get. I mean, I got a set of like 260 pieces for like $70, and they're the Craftsman, so they're some of the best brands out there. You can get that. Once you get that, and then you're probably gonna need a few tools here and there. Whenever you get stuck in a project, you need more tools. I mean, invest in the tools. It's never gonna cost you as much as going to a dealer, because they will rape you. Alright, the pro number 2 is the satisfaction you get, doing the service yourself. I mean, I don't know if you guys have done it before, but whenever you're done doing something to your bike, man, you have this amazing sense of achievement just that you get, man, from working on your bike. And honestly, I think it makes the bike more personal, There's a lot of gravel here, man. Shit. Let me take it easy, man. I'm not trying to get fucked up in this cold day, man. Yeah, so it gives you just a sense of reward, man. It makes you personal with your bike, That's why a lot of us tend to love our bikes more than we should, It's the same thing also for if you have a really nice sports car or whatever, and you do your own work yourself, you tend to love it more than your regular piece of shit car that you go to work in. I mean, you like it more because you put more effort in it, and you kind of become one with the bike and shit. And that's what I like about working on my bike. And also, you know, the pro number 3 is it really gives you a lot of experience when it comes to motorcycles. You know, you find out a lot of stuff you don't know about bikes just because you're starting to work on them. You started to that's why I like buying old bikes. I mean, not old but used bikes, you know, because they have the potential of, you know, needing more maintenance. And then I get to replace the things, you know, and I get to learn. So by the time I buy a brand new bike or a more expensive bike, I don't need to take it to the dealer ever. So yeah, obviously learning to do your oil change, all the servicing, whatever I said, you know, just try to learn it. Well, I mean, you might get it wrong the first couple of times, but you will become it's really easy, man. As long as you have patience and you're good at watching YouTube videos and shit, you'll be good, because everything is on YouTube and the forums and whatever, Google, so you'll find everything. You got that time, you invest in that time, you'll be fine. Also, you might, I mean, if you take it to the dealer, you really don't know if they've done the job right, you know, so I don't know. I just try to do everything myself. And I mean, one of the cons of doing your own work is obviously getting stuck in a project. I cannot tell you how many times I got stuck in the middle of a project, man. Like getting stuck for like a few hours up to a few days, man, just because maybe I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing, or I don't have the right tools, so I have to order the tools online to get them, and that pisses you the fuck off, man. Not being able to ride your bike because you're waiting for a tool and shit to come in. Yeah, that's the most thing that that's the thing that kills me the most, man, when it comes to fixing my bike. That I have to get stuck in a project and then wait for tools to come in, or wait for more parts to come in. You know, you might open the shit up and then find out you need more than you thought, and you don't want to put it back together because that's an extra step, you know. So you just leave it open and order the tools. That's the biggest fucking thing I hate, man. Another con is, I mean, honestly, that's like the only con I can find, you know. Yeah, man. I mean, getting stuck in the project and also not knowing what you're doing, you know. Like sometimes it takes you a lot of research to find out how to fix something, and I mean, all of that, you know, cuts your riding time, you know. It affects your riding time. So I mean, yeah, you know, these are just the two cons I can find so far, you know. Maybe I didn't think about it long enough, but I mean, if you guys think of anything else, let me know in the comment section. You know, these are my two cons, you know, to like working on your motorcycle and shit. There's of course more pros than cons, you know. I'd rather deal with not riding my bike instead of just wasting my money away, man, to those goddamn dealers and shit. And honestly, the reward you get from getting doing a good job on your bike, man, and feeling the difference in your bike and shit, you know, there's nothing like it, man. It's just super good, man. It's awesome. It is awesome. Yeah, like let me give you an example that when a dealer tried to screw me. I mean, they tried to screw me at least 5 times, but this was the biggest one. Like let me see, 4 or 5 years ago, when I bought my ZX6R, it was I got that bike at a great deal, man. I got it for like a good price. It only had 1200 miles on it. Yep, 1200 miles on it. It was spotless, 100% stock. Everything was good on the bike, but I guess the guy didn't break it in right. He didn't do the braking process right. So whenever you try to accelerate, it doesn't go past 5,000 RPMs. So I mean, I opened it up, tried to check it. I had no idea what was wrong with it. So what I did is, I did the smart thing. I went to the dealer and I asked them to check it. So they charged me kind of $80. They charged me $80 to check it. So they told me it was the throttle bodies that don't open. Like when you try to accelerate, the throttle bodies get stuck because the braking, he didn't do the braking right. And I asked them how much was it to replace it. They told me the throttle bodies were about $600, and that's not including labor. They said it might be another they said it might be another 4 or 5 hours of labor. Another 4 or 5 hours of labor. So you know, I'm like, okay, put that shit back together, man. I'm like, put that shit back together. I'm riding it home. I went home, I went on eBay, look for the throttle body. I found one for $60. I found one for $60, you know, good shape, everything. I bought it, it came home. I mean, the throttle body, replacing the throttle body is really easy. You just remove the airbox, and it's right underneath the airbox. And it just takes a few screws to take off. I removed the screws, and I took it off. Replaced it in like 2-3 hours. You know, it could have taken less, but you know, since I didn't know what I was doing the first time, you know, it took me 2-3 hours. And then I jumped on the bike, perfect. It was going perfect. So I just saved myself how much? I just saved myself close to $1,000. Just because those assholes wanted to rape me. So that's what you guys do. I mean, if you really get stuck on something that you have no idea what to do, take it to them, let them check it. Pay them whatever they give you. They ask you like $60-$80 to check it. Then once they tell you what's wrong with it, you go and do it yourself. I do it all the time. I do it in my cars, I do it on my bikes, all the time, man. Because you don't want to fuck something up, or you don't want to replace the wrong thing and waste your money. So go out and check it, tell you exactly what's wrong with it, and when they offer to fix it for you, you're like, no, I'm good. Yeah, man, fuck them. So yeah, do this to them, you know, and you will save a lot of money, man. And honestly, working on your bike is awesome, man. Whenever you do something to your bike, you're just excited, man. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go home and chill a little bit because it's cold now, man. I try to put in at least 1 hour, you know, whenever it's cold, whenever I get out and ride. I think it's like 35 or 40 degrees today, so I mean it's not that cold because I got the ride gear on, but if you ride for more than an hour, you'll feel it. Club cup. So yeah guys, this is how you save money. And I mean, this is the pros and cons of, you know, doing your own work on your bike. I mean, it might take a little while to learn what you're doing or get the right parts, but it will be there's no comparison as going to a dealer, you know. No way. No way. Alright guys, Alpha Rider out. Peace out.